Hello guys, NautoAce here, and I want to give my thoughts on more, once again, Idea Factory news. But before I start on my thoughts of latest Idea Factory news, PSA, there's new merch on their store, basically selling the 10th anniversary of Neptunia, so a lot of them, they're cool stuff there. I mean, if you like Neptunia swag, here it is, so there's a chance, go check them out. They're not really that bad. Of course, people are still waiting for that mysterious figurine with Neptune on top of a giant pudding, but people just have to wait for a bit longer for that one. So with that, let's get started. So of course, this is recorded after September 17th, so that means Moero Crystal H is already out. So of course, I give my thoughts about this game that's going to be published by East Asia Soft. So as of right now of this recording, I think they're still selling it 50% off, whether it's physical or digital in the eShop. Unfortunately, the limited edition, that one's already sold out. So I mean, no surprise, it is a limited edition. So for people who don't know this game, it's sort of a sequel, but it's a self-contained story to Moero Chronicles H. And of course, the reason why it's on the Switch, because try putting this on the PlayStation 4 as of right now, you know, with Sony's controversy, content policy rule. So again, they're doing whatever they could be doing, and of course, like I said before, to some extent it may be concerning that Idea Factory is not publishing this, but my guess is either we publish this in 2021 or we just don't really publish it because we don't have funds. So why not just let someone else do it as a partnership deal? So it is what it is. But yes, Moero Crystal H for the Switch is already out. I think the MSRP is $40, but of course 15% off, so you get some sort of deal there. So moving for that one is another one that's sort of limited. Unfortunately, by the time of this recording, it's all sold out. It's either at limited run or, of course, their IFI online store, and that is they actually had physical restock for Mary Skelter to the standard editions. Of course, they're selling it for $50 because for me personally, I don't really care physical or digital, whatever works for me. It is what it is. But if I see something that's physical that I already have the digital for $20, I'll buy it. I have to support the company and part of my collection. But of course, this game is being sold for $50. I mean, I got mine with thanks to gold coins from Nintendo. I can manage to lower it down to $20. But again, I'm happy with what it is. I've been playing it for a while. But of course, as of right now this recording, you know what I'm playing: Super Mario 3D All Star. Different story there. So again, unfortunately, yes, by the time of this recording, both places are sold out. But speaking with Mary Skelter franchise, Mary Skelter finale once again got delayed from October to November 5th. And of course, their reason is, once again, the old cliche, various reasons. So my thoughts about that one is, I don't know. Is it gonna be the same deal with Mary Skelter 2 when there's some sort of like purification mode, which again, I did talk about it before, that the Chinese version of this game, Moero Skelter 2 for the PlayStation 4, they were told to remove it, and unfortunately, it broke the game. I don't know if it was removed in the Japanese version, but of course, if you're wondering right now, will this game, Moero Skelter 2, ever be released for the PlayStation 4? At this current state for the situation, unfortunately, no dice. So it is gonna suck, but that's a different story there. But the case with Mary Skelter finale, they have said it will be planned for both PlayStation 4 and Switch, but now, like I said, November the 5th for various reasons. Again, it could be once again that they're putting some fan service and they're being concerned like, hey, you know, we don't want that. Hopefully it's just because they need more time. That makes more sense, because they're not really that big. Because the last time I heard, Copal Heart Idea Factory are only close to 30 people. Again, I don't know who the developer for Mary Skelter finale, but again, I don't know, kind of concerning in my opinion, but we'll just have to wait and see. So once again, this game got delayed. Of course, if you're gonna localize this, and we have to see what happens, if it's gonna be both PlayStation 4 and Switch, or in the US, it's gonna be just Switch, because if you followed what happened to this Gaia 6 on the Nintendo Direct, apparently NIS America will only release it on the Switch exclusively. No one knows what's the story behind it. But that'll be a different story there. I'm going to give my thoughts on the Nintendo Partner Direct Mini. Different story there. But it is kind of unfortunate again, another delay. So hopefully various reasons, circumstances, whatever you call it, it has nothing to do with censorship, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is something. Maybe they just need more time. Maybe fix the story, whatever. Maybe recording for the voices. And again, you gotta keep in mind, still, as of right now, September 2020, it's still sort of a pandemic. It's not bad, but it's not good either. So we'll just have to wait and see what happened there. So finally, the last part of this Idea Factory news thoughts is credit to Famitsu to finally reveal sort of what is GoGo 5D game Neptunia Reverse for the PlayStation 5. So on my video on the 10th anniversary of Neptunia, my theory was either one or two things. The word 5D means it's a new story, finally the next story of the main line after V2, or it will be 5 games, a collection into for the PlayStation 5. My guess was the original Neptunia for the PS3, the 3 Rebirth game, and then V2. Not V2R, because a lot of people didn't really like that. That was my guess, but unfortunately both were wrong, because Famitsu revealed that the game is actually, once again, a definitive version of Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. Oh boy. Okay, so backstory is this game first came out on the Vita, and then also ported to the Steam on PC. And what it is, Rebirth 1, is that it's a retold sort of the original story, but with better mechanics. So kind of like the gameplay of Hyperdimension Neptunia Victory for the PS3, and then in the story of the first game, that's what Rebirth 1 is. And then on the PlayStation 4, they did a game called Rebirth 1 Plus, and what it is a PS4 version. Of course, I have the import game. It's sort of an improved version, adding more characters such as the oracles, and to some extent hyperdimension version of Falcom, and Cave is going to be in the game. And again, runs in 60 frames, and of course you also follow V2R, which your teammate follow you behind. And of course, if you follow the Steam version, there was some updates about that, open source. Kind of gave my opinion about it. So that's what Rebirth 1 Plus. And there was actually a rumor, and I don't know if it's true or not, but it was a rumor that it's supposed to have a connection with Super Neptunia RPG, that one of the DLC, again, I could be wrong, was a DLC package that's supposed to be, that talks about a hint to the 2D dimension, and that there's going to be a new character of Crom, which kind of looks familiar, again, spoiler, good R4, with the long hair, silver hair, and she's supposed to be a playable character. And another spoiler, that Crom is a CPU. But that was a rumor that there was some sort of DLC package that's sort of connected to Super Neptunia RPG, and that Crom was playable in Rebirth 1 Plus. But again, rumor, never been proven, never been defunct. It was one of those type of rumors that, yeah, people talk about it and then just forgot about it because, well, people didn't really care. Because if you follow Super Neptunia RPG, unfortunately, the game didn't really do good in Japan. In the West, it did a bit good, but still not enough to, hey, it's no Final Fantasy. So that's what Rebirth 1 Plus is. So now they're going back again, and now they call it the definitive version of Rebirth 1. And they showed the pictures, and they showed what it is. So here are some points about what Gogo 5D game Neptune Reverse is all about. So first of all, party size from 3 to 4, because if you played sequel actually in P3 and of course in Rebirth 2, it's 4 members now rather than 3. They're gonna bring back the original mode from based on the Vita version. However, they're also gonna have a new mode called the Arrange mode, and what it is improved balance. Plus, they're gonna add no less than 20 characters from the start. Yeah, so apparently this game will have no less than 20 characters. So I don't have my math in the top of my head, but I think in Rebirth plus 1, they're not even close to 20. I could be wrong, but the point is, yeah, it's gonna be no less than 20 characters. So of course, the makers from Rebirth plus 1, the candidates, and of course the goddesses and the oracles. And yeah, so could be like we'll add more characters. Will be characters from Mega Dimension, maybe from Noir Hyper Devotion. Heck, any chance of bringing back Nisa and Gus? I mean, that'd be awesome. I mean, if they brought that back, I'll probably give props to Idea Factory, but who knows? Like they said, right now, most people are just seeing this as the definitive version of Rebirth. So, of course, other additional feature they're going to put in the game is the tutorial mode. You know, when you kind of read how to play the game. The tutorial this time will be voiced by Neptune, so now there's going to be more voice. That's probably it. So, if this game ever planned to release outside of Japan, hopefully Idea Factory International you put more voice line, because I'm not gonna lie, unfortunately Rebirth has partial dub, so hopefully they'll add more lines for that one, but we'll just have to wait and see. And apparently in the range mode there's a mini fishing game, and apparently it's supposed to be a very important element, so who knows about that one. And improved text. So my thoughts about that one is, as of right now, based on the information, I am a little bit disappointed that it's not a new game, it's not even a collection, it's just a definitive version of Rebirth 1. Yeah, more than 20 characters, so there's gonna be more than 20 characters in this game. Hopefully, maybe Nisa and Gus might be making a comeback, that would be nice. And of course with Gus, the story behind it was they just part ways. In case with Nisa, if you've been following Idea Factory and Nippon, let's just say that there was some controversy with them. It's all about what Nippon did, and some people claim that it was some sort of like employee sniping. They were trying to get employees from Idea Factory to work to Nippon. So I mean, that's not cool, but that's what I heard story about it, and that's why as of right now, from what I heard, they're not in good terms. But hopefully they'll make it up and say, you know, we screwed up, not bad, and that, you know, whatever. But the bottom line is that, yeah, right now I'm concerned, but it's not gonna come out until 2021, so maybe they'll add more info about it. So we'll just wait and see. So if they add cool characters, like I said, Nisa and Gus, then I'm cool about it, but we need more info. Hopefully there'll be additional storyline, maybe some hint of the 5th main game or whatever, who knows. Like I said, Rebirth 1 Plus had a rumor that it's supposed to do something with Super Neptunia RPG, but that never happened. So this is breaking news, and that is Azure Lane Crosswave for the Switch finally is going to be released outside of Japan in 2021. So if you've been following this game, of course it's already been out in 2020 for the PS4 and Steam, and then of course somewhere later in 2020 Idea Factory announced that a Switch version is going to come in Japan at fall of 2020. Now it's been official that this game also will be in the West in 2021. So again, option is there. Another reason, if you want a Switch only person, there you go, Azure Lane. It's not a bad game from what I heard. I played it. I mean, it is sort of a virtual on type game, but it is kind of true that this game is more text than gameplay, unfortunately. That's probably the reason why it doesn't have English dub, but you know, it is what it is. So kudos to Idea Factory. And Also, finally in Japan, Data Live Rindisposia finally going to be released on September the 24th. So, of course, there have been stories about this game that it was supposed to be released on July of 2019, but they had to delay it due to quote-unquote various circumstances. Again, I did talk about that before. It could be just some problem with the game they need to fix, and hopefully it has nothing to do with, of course, Sony censorship, because this game as of right now is only on the PS4. But people who are a fan of this game, who can read Japanese, willing to import, or people in Japan, there you go, the game's out there. So we'll see if this game is sort of toned down than the previous game. But again, Sony, they really need to change. But hey, finally it's out. So those are my thoughts on the latest news for Idea Factory. So so we'll just have to wait and see what happens. So with that, I'll see you guys later.